Many of you know that I travel the country, that I make presentations at a lot of conferences, and I work in healthcare and do a lot of conventions. And normally, when I go someplace, even if I'm going to make one presentation, I usually will take two outfits because you never know what might happen. And this particular time, I was going down to Orlando, Florida to make a presentation at a big conference. And I did not take two outfits, I just took one. And I get down there, I just picked it up from the cleaners, and it was a brushed silk skirt and top, a nice looking suit. And I had swung by the cleaners to pick it up before I got on the plane and didn't look at it and didn't pay attention. And I got down to Orlando. So I get up that morning to do my presentation and I pull out the skirt, and there's a crease from the top side of the hip all the way down the front to the end of the skirt, the hem of the skirt. And I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, okay, you have your little trusty steamer, so get that out and get the crease out, because I know that when I stand up on that stage in front of everyone, they're going to be looking at that crease. And I didn't want to be focusing on that and really not hear what I'm saying. So I get my little steamer out and I'm steaming and steaming and steaming. And here's a little bit of knowledge and information for you if you don't know this. If the dry cleaners place the crease into an item of clothing that you left with them, they are the only ones that can remove it. It will not come out with steam. It will not come out with anything that you do. So I'm a little upset because I've got this huge crease right in the middle of the front of my skirt. There's no way that I'm going to be able to hide it because I move on a stage and in front of people. So I'm very concerned about what I'm going to do. And I know, because I'm very picky about my look when I make a presentation. The hair has to just be just right. The clothes have to be right. There can be no wrinkles. Shoes have to be polished and look nice. Jewelry has to just be so. Everything has to be right for me. The package has to be complete, if you will, or it does impact my presentation. I have to feel comfortable for me, the way I normally look, in order to make that presentation. So I go ahead and put the skirt on because I don't have another outfit. And I'm thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? I'm going to come out there. Everybody's going to look at that crease. And that's what they're going to focus on. Because I'll be honest with you, I've done that. I've listened to speakers before. And if there's something that is wrong with their clothing, my brain just focuses on it. And I have to struggle really hard to hear and comprehend and listen to what they're saying, because that's all I say. I listened to one lady one time. She was a well-noted researcher in our industry, and her blouse looked like she had eaten in it and slept in it. There was all type of food drops on it. And, I'm thinking, how can she get up and speak and be in front of people with that? So I didn't want people to do that for me. So I'm waiting for my introduction, and I know I'm about to go out on the stage, and I know everybody's going to be looking at that crazy crease. So they introduce me and I walk out, and I walk out to the very front of the stage and come to the edge of the stage. And I said, I would like to draw everyone's attention to the crease in my skirt. I know that it's there. I don't usually wear wrinkled clothes. I try to remove it. It will not come out. I want you to get a really good look at it and know that I've tried hard. It's going to stay with us. But then I want you to focus on what I'm going to talk to you about. Well, the whole crowd just cracked up laughing, and not any of them looked at the crease ever again during my presentation. And I felt comfortable in that moment that I had already gotten it out of the way. A lot of times we are in situations where there is an elephant in the room, that we feel uncomfortable about where we are or how we look or what's going on. And we try to ignore it. And it makes us feel so stressed, so upset about it, so frustrated, that we ruin the experience of who we're with or what we're doing. Why do we do that? Why don't you just go ahead and say, there's a crease in my skirt. I know it. I couldn't get rid of it. Not a big deal. Let's move on. We just really get so concerned about things that just obviously don't matter. If you let people know that you're comfortable with yourself and you're okay with whatever situation you're in, they're going to feel comfortable also. So why don't we all try letting those things go, being calm, and enjoying the moments that we're in? Won't you join me just for this week?